All right. We are reading the books that our friends have lent us because you probably had them way too long already. And I know one of them, my friends, has already told me she's got more books for me the next time she sees me. So I probably should start reading the books that my friends have lent me. Maybe. Yeah. All right. So on that vein, I've had this one for a while. So you're finally getting your book back. Yay. And that book is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. This is a mystery. It's suspense. It's fiction. So in this story, the main character, Barbara, goes missing. So the book starts out the morning that her camp counselor, Louise, finds out that she went missing the night before. And Barbara is the daughter of the influential family that owns the camp and the properties, the Van Leurs, I think it is. Because Van Lars. Van Lars. So that's where it starts out, is that morning. And because the daughter of the very rich people, we don't want her to go missing on our watch, right? But also because apparently she had an older brother who also went missing, not from the camp, from the party that was happening 14 years earlier. So then this book kind of takes off to go through the investigation to find Barbara and interviewing people and things like that. And it's not told through Barbara's, obviously, because she's missing. It's told through Louise, her camp counselor, Tracey, who is her bunkmate / friend, Alice, her mother, who else? Judy, who is an investigator, and then there are a couple like small parts that are told by Carl, who is a volunteer firefighter and investigator, like search and rescue investigator, volunteer. And then Vic, who there's a couple chapters told by Vic, who was the camp manager and head counselor, but now his daughter TJ has taken over. None of the chapters are told through her POV though, which I thought was kind of interesting, but hey. So yeah, anyway, gathering thoughts. So the book also, through the storytelling, also then tells about the disappearance of her older brother, Peter, which they call Bear, or who they called Bear. So it does jump back and forth. So the book is, when Barbara disappears, it's set in 1975. 15 years prior, 1960s is when her brother, but it even goes back into the 50s. And so I did find it very, I'm trying to find an example of it in one of the chapters, that once they start getting into telling the story, they actually, like, here you go, Alice, the mom, it actually tells you at the top what year or like what time this book that chapter is going to be in, because even in the 50s, because they're kind of giving you information about her parents' marriage and their relationship and kind of how everything has progressed. So I found that really, really helpful because, as I said, they were skipping back and forth between the different times, and without that, I think I probably would have been a lot more confused. Of course, it's mysterious, it's suspenseful, so of course a lot of the chapters end on a cliffhanger and you have to like read through the next part, but the next part is also important because it's back to the original story. There's just a lot going on. Very mysterious, very suspenseful, really good. I read it within like 2 days because I was hooked. I will say, little unsatisfied with the ending for me. I still had some questions that weren't answered, but that's only because I love a good epilogue. and like to find out what happens to some of these characters further down the road. Because they, of course, get all tied into the investigations themselves. Some of them are just trying to survive in the world, and yet because this rich family and their rich family friends are influential and don't want any part of it, are trying to pin things on other people potentially. And it's just like, so like what actually happened to like some of these people further down? You don't fully, you do get a lot of it wrapped up nicely in the very like last couple of chapters. And it's like, oh, okay. So you can kind of like see where it's probably gonna go. But like me, I just like a good epilogue because I just like want to know like, where are they in like a couple of years? Are they doing good? Are they still locked up? Things like that. Oh, that also reminds me, there is a couple of chapters through, what's his name? Jacob's. I think it's Jacob's point of view as well. And he is an escaped convict. Throw that in there just to pique your curiosity and even more. So yeah, overall it was really good. It's definitely different than my normal romance, but I still enjoyed it. So hey, you're finally getting your book back. Okay, yeah. Happy reading.